All right, so come November, we need Fazio to win. Ned Lamont has just been horrible for Connecticut, and absolute failure, and basically putting actual citizens last. Does not deserve a third term, 4 more years. He's already had 8 years to do the job, and he's done terribly at it. So we need somebody fresh in there, and at this point, it's Fazio. I mean, voting for Lamont at this point is this meme right here. Those without a clue vote blue, or like their catchphrases, vote blue no matter who. Doesn't matter. I don't pay attention to anything. It's just they're on the blue ticket, and I'm brainwashed. I need to follow that one track and not change a single thing. So yeah, we can't afford Ned. I mean, when I think of this city, anyways, even though it's an AI guy, but you know who it's supposed to be, Ned. I don't think of anything positive. I don't think of any successes that he's had at all. All I think of is his failures with EverSource slash Pura with the public benefits charge. I think of how taxes are sky high. I think of how the state has a surplus. So you know what that means. If the state is able to have a surplus, then obviously we're being taxed way too much. The state is taking in way more money than it needs and then just stockpiling it just so that way then they can brag, hey, we have a surplus. Okay, well, I don't care if the state has a surplus. I would like some of my money back. I don't care. I don't care that the state has extra money. I'd like extra money in my account. So I think of that. I think of how he's illegals first. I think of how he has no problem spending money to give illegals free healthcare, housing. He wants to give them laptops. He wants to fight ICE to defend illegals, which typically are criminals. I mean, they're criminals by definition if you're here illegally, but they're also criminals on top of that. Like, they do heinous things as it is. So why you would want to defend that over actual citizens makes no sense to me, but okay. I guess you do you, Ned. But yeah, we can't keep having this idiot. He's had 8 years and has been a massive colossal failure. Also, you never even see him. Mr. Lamont over here is just a ghost throughout the year normally because it's election season. Oh, now you see him. Now he's got ads. Now he's going to places and trying to participate in things. I think he was in like parades and all this earlier in the year. Oh yeah, now you see him. But then say he wins, which he shouldn't, but say he does. You won't see him again for the next 4 years. You probably will never see him again because I'm pretty sure this is the last time that he can run. Connecticut only allows 3 terms. So then you'll never see him again because why? He's done at that point. So yeah, what good is somebody that's supposed to be representing us but yet just lives in the shadows and you never see the guy? We need somebody that's a lot more proactive, a lot more engaged with things, a lot more present, and somebody that's actually going to work for us, not against us. Us meaning people that are born and raised in this state, like I've been. I've lived in this state my whole entire life. And I don't have any plans of moving anytime soon, so I'm going to be here for many more years to come. And, I work in the state. I have 2 jobs in the state, actually. So I'm a regular taxpayer. I've been working in the state, too, for the past, 20 years at this point now, almost? So I've been a contributing member of society and to this state. Like, that's what should be prioritized. People like me, not some scumbag that just wandered over here, crossed the border illegally, and is like, oh, I need somewhere to go. Can you protect me? Can you, scumbag, protect me? Instead of me, like, hey, can you help me out? I'm having some struggles. I'm not, but I'm just saying hypothetically. But no, he wouldn't care about someone like me. They'd have every excuse in the world for me. Oh, why don't you go get another job? Why don't you cut out this, cut out that, which there really is nothing for me to cut out because I already live a very skinnied out life. I don't have internet. I don't have cable. I don't have all kinds of extra subscriptions that I watch on my phone or anything. Basically, my expenditures that are for fun are my phone bill, and that's about it. I don't think there's anything else that I have extraneous. I don't even use a credit card because I just don't want that extra bill, extra debt. So yeah, but that's what that scumbag would probably tell me, or not that scumbag per se, but if I was looking for help, that's what the office would tell me. A regular citizen who's lived through my whole life, and we can't have that. We need to be priority number one, not everyone else. Which is where Fazio hopefully can come in. The only problem is, I really think Fazio needs to step it up quite a bit. The reason for this is because, one, unfortunately, Connecticut is a blue state and it's heavily blue. It's consistently blue. The only county that's red is Windham County, which is the small northeast corner of the state. Everything else is just blue. So, in order to win over these blue people, or at least the independents, you need to get yourself out there. And I feel like Fazio, I'm somebody who plans on voting for him. But the reason I plan on voting for him is because I know that Lamont sucks. So I'm like, well, I guess this is my option. But the thing that I don't like is I don't have any reasons to vote for him other than that he's not Lamont. And I don't like that. That's what Democrats do. When they wanted to go vote for Kamala, it was because, oh, well, she's not Trump. See, when I voted for Trump, it was because I knew he was a far superior option to Kamala and even to Biden if he stayed in the race. So that's why I would have chosen him. Where I can't say the same for Fazio. I don't know enough about him. He needs to make a lot more content. He needs to have the GOP needs to help him out, or the RNC, local RNC needs to help him out and pay to get like videos turned into like pushed promotions that then they're getting out there and people are seeing them. You need to everywhere get these going on X, Facebook, I guess Instagram. I don't use Instagram, but I'd assume you can put ads on there. Instagram, YouTube, TV. I don't have TV, so I can't really say. But the platforms I do use, I don't see anything from him. I don't see anything on X, really. I see a lot from stupid Ned, but I don't really see anything from Fazio. I don't see anything on Facebook almost ever. It's always Ned. On YouTube, I never see ads from Fazio. Now, granted, I don't see any from Ned either, but still, Ned needs to be working harder. He needs to be getting his name out there. I mean, let's be real. Fazio, I don't even know if that's how you say it. Is it Fazio? Is it Fazio? Is that Fazio? I don't even know, and that's not good either. If I'm going to vote for the guy, and if the guy's going to get votes from others, you need to know about him. And you need to know his positions. He needs to support his positions as well. Like this picture right here was a tweet from a text, whatever they're called nowadays. And it says, Ryan Fazio will cut electric bills, cap property taxes, and make life affordable. Okay, that sounds all great and all, but how? How do you actually plan on cutting electric bills? How do you plan on making life more affordable? These are just generic ideas that are posed out there, but there's no backing. Like, we need to know that if we vote for you, that these aren't just words, that it's going to be action behind it. And at this point, it's kind of just words. Like, it just sounds good. Okay, yeah, I'm going to vote for you because that sounds great. He needs to up his campaign big time. He also needs to travel around the state. I mean, right now, your whole focus should be campaigning. He needs to be getting everywhere. There was a thing, I thought I took a screenshot of it or something, but I can't find it in my pictures. But it was to get yard signs of him. And, like, he had 6 locations throughout the whole entire state. And that was all. And the closest one to me is at least an hour away. The closest location for me was at least an hour away. Like, I would like to get a yard sign. That would be kind of cool. But I'm not driving an hour, if not more, just to get a yard sign. Like, 2 hours, possibly 2.5 hours, let's say, round trip just for a yard sign? That's stupid. That's me putting in work for him. He needs to be putting in the work for us. He needs to be putting in the work to get our vote. Not me. Why should I be traveling all over the place for your campaign? You should be traveling all over the place for your campaign. You should be making pit stops up in my neck of the woods so I can just, take a little stroll down the street and get a yard sign, not drive over an hour. And the problem is it's not just me that was like that. There was a lot of comments in the comments section that were saying, oh, well, the closest one, I don't know. I think one of the comments was something like, well, I live in Torrington. The closest spot to me is whatever location. That's over an hour away. Guess I'm not getting a yard sign. Like, there's a lot of us in that same boat. He literally had 6 locations. I wish I had a picture of it. Every time I go to make a video, I never have the content that I want to reference. But, yeah, he literally only had 6 locations that he was visiting to, give out yard signs. And it's like, you gotta branch out. You got the whole state. We're a small state. Like, come on. It takes about 3 hours to go from end to end. You can easily do that over the course of a week. Get out there. Spread yourself out. You need to get your message out there. You need to have your ideas like you have in this tweet, but you need to actually back them up too. Don't just generically say something like this with no means to an end. And you need to get yourself out there so that then you're more accessible to others. Go to a lot of hit every town hall in the state. That way then people can go. The Democrats you probably won't win over, but the independents, they are kind of up in the air. They just vote however. That's why they're independent. Win them over. You got to put in work.